Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy, Spadaro4, coming back with another video. I am doing another Edison video. I'm way too bored over the Christmas break, and I just thought I would make a video. Hope you all had a nice Christmas. I just have got a deck I've been playing on DB lately. That, some would regard as trash, uh, mid, low tier gaming. I suppose not much anymore, but certainly, a little while ago in Edison. Anyways, yeah, I've been doing pretty well with it so far on the ladder. I don't really have any. Um, hasn't been many IRL tournaments lately. I played a winner box couple weeks ago and just came top four and lost. I was playing hybrid Black Wings with like a couple of Raikos and Armageddon Knight, Greffer, that kind of shit, and it was kind of trash. Anyway, so I just thought I'd make a video about this deck. It's GB's, everyone's favorite. You love it or hate it, I suppose. So currently, just to give you an idea, we're currently second on the ladder, I think, at the moment. Yep, so here we are. I'm trying to catch this dude, but yeah, it's been going pretty well so far. I just thought I'd show you a couple of replays, just to show you how the deck runs, and yeah, I guess I'll show you the list as well. I'm just testing for the upcoming YCS in Sydney, hoping there's an Ultimate Time Wizard there, tournament there like there was last year. If there's not, I might kill myself, but we'll see. So yeah, let's just get on with it without further ado. This is my value deck. So here's the GB list here. So I'll just run through some card choices very quickly while I have you. I guess the main things to kind of note are I'm playing Test Tigers rather than the Iados build. I did try an Iados build for a few games. There was one of those. There's a YouTube channel, Sack Phase. Shout out to him. He is from Chicago, and they have like these monthly tournaments where they get a few players. And they're always good content. There was two GBs in the top four. One of them was a Test Tiger build, and one of them was an Iados build. So I tried that guy's Iados build. I had like Bird of the Mighty, stuff like that. It's very mid in my opinion. You just can't really ever come back in a game. It feels like you just feel very like if you get put behind or maybe you get heavy stormed and like they're out your board, it's like almost GG. Especially because like if they kill your monster, then your artists are dead, so you have like a few bricks. Obviously, if you get them live, you can get them live like Darius and Request and shit like that. But yeah, my opinion, at least for now, Test Tiger seems like the obvious choice rather than Iados. I guess something else to note is that I'm playing one of both Darius and a Quest. The reason for this is that I'm just trying to play the least amount of GBs as I possibly can. There's certainly been a couple of times where a Quest, having a second Quest and second Darius has come up. I don't know if I'd say it's ever outright cost me a game, however, so I'm not sure if like the amount of times that comes up warrants an inclusion of a second one. I suppose I would say second to Quest comes up more for sure. Like you want a second to Quest more than you want a second Darius. However, when you want a second Darius and you don't have one, it is pretty devastating. So if I was to put in a second one of either, I'm actually not sure. I'd have to think about it more. In terms of the monsters, the only other things is like I'm playing Hoplimus right now, which I don't really know. It's like it's been okay. It's never been like it's just never really been amazing, I guess. But like I suppose you don't really know it's amazing until it just walls for you. I suppose it's not like insane. I've played against like one or two hero beats as well. So it's obviously good in the matchup. It's okay. It's Black Wings. I guess you can wall unless they have Kalute. Yeah, I don't know about it. I can definitely see taking it out for sure. There are some times where you just want to go into it, but yeah, it is what it is. It's kind of mid. And then I'm playing two Sam Knight. I'm pretty unsure about this inclusion as well. Just because if the first one gets bottomless or I draw it with cat. I just want an option to go into to have a second one there. Um, yeah, I don't really know. I haven't noticed it being too annoying as of yet, I suppose, but like it's hard to say. So that's kind of a bit touch and go. And then the only other monster I would say that's odd inclusion maybe is Sangan. Being able to search cat is just broken. Like it's so fucked up. And then obviously cat just like opens you up to a world of things. Like if you have like Sangan Trapstun or cat Trapstun, right? It's like the nuts. Because you can just go into whatever you want. You can go into Secutor if they had a defense position monster or like an open board. Yeah, and Secutor is fucking insane. This is my boy. Yeah, when I played GBs like 2 years ago when I first got Edison, I didn't play this card because I thought it was just brick. And if I could slap 25-year-old Jackson in the face, I would, and tell him you gotta play Secutor. And then anything else worth noting? 3 Trapstun's so nice. This card's broken. It's even good against frogs. Like you wouldn't think it would be on face value, but like being able to stop a Regeki Break or a Mirror Force or Torrential, it's usually the only way they can beat you. Especially game 1, because some decks don't even play Soul Exchange, they'll play 1 Soul Exchange, so it's very hard for them to do anything if they don't have trap cards. So yeah, Trapstun's nice. Double Book of Moon, this card is a bit iffy, I'm not really sure about it, still kind of, seeing how it goes with this one. And then I'm playing 2 Legacy at the moment instead of Upstarts. Originally I was on Upstarts when I first started testing this deck. However, I feel like I don't really have a card I'm like, okay cutting for a 3rd Upstart right now, so I just thought it would be a bit weird to play 2 Upstart. Legacy can also help just setting into Raikos or Lilas, baiting Heavy Storms potentially, or like Typhoons and shit like that as well. So it does have applications. Obviously it's a bit slower than Upstart, and like sometimes the turns can matter. But yeah, I've got to say, I've kind of been a fan of Legacy so far. I've probably played about 20 game matches or so with this deck so far, and I think I've been about half Upstart Legacy, and I think I prefer Legacy just because of the reasons I mentioned, but it is very debatable, and I'm like, the life points really don't matter in this deck at all, so like, I can see playing Upstart for sure. The side deck is really kind of just whack. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, but I think the only like really necessary inclusions at the moment are things like 3rd Chariot for certain matchups, obviously, and I think Smashing Grounds has actually been insane. It's been much better than I anticipated. I have always thought this card as being pretty average, just in general. In this deck, it's obviously very good, but like I didn't know how good it was. And now the question is, it begs the question: do you main this card? Space is quite limited already, but it's been so good in testing so far. Really good against Black Wings, just to like out their monster, turn off the Icarus attack, and then just like attack, like summon your dude and just get through. Yeah, good against like frogs as well, like smashing a dupe frog. Yeah, they get a frog, but then you get to attack the second dupe frog, so you can go like, GB test attack and just Secutor, smash a dupe frog, attack, summon fucking Ready Ari or whatever you want to do. So yeah, smashing has been awesome. The rest of the side is very up for debate. I'm like not sure what the fuck is going on. So yeah, anyway, that is the current deck list. Pretty happy with the main. I'm obviously, as I mentioned, there's a few cards I'm a bit iffy about, but that's neither here nor there. So I've just got a few replays for you. I'll probably do a live dueling session at some point. I've just got to figure out how to. I don't know how to edit a video for YouTube. It's probably a lot easier than I think it will be, and like I'm making it out to be in my head, but I've just never done it. So, if I played live, I'd probably just have to. I have like dead air, like searching for a game and stuff, and obviously Australian time and high rank. It's quite hard to find a game sometimes. But yeah, I'll figure out how to edit a video and come back to you with some gameplay as well, some live gameplay. So let's just jump into some replays. I've got like a couple of pretty good replays and just a bit of a meme one. So I'll just jump into this here. Nope, it's an invalid token. What the fuck does that mean? Anyway, will this reload? Yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys think of GBs. I have a lot of people hating them, but a lot of people I mean, a few people like them as well. So, anyway, we win the die roll. We go first, obviously. I'm just going to show my hand for starters. I made another video a little while ago, and I showed both hands, I think, in that video, and I just prefer to show just my hand and maybe give some anecdotes of, what cards they have afterwards. I can't really remember this one, but it's against Blackwings. I don't know that, of course. So anyway, we start off with Big Good Hand. We start with Dust Shoot. We are going to set 3 here. So I don't end up setting Torrential, just because I don't want to get stormed for both Torrential and Trap Stun. The other thing is that because I have the Dust Shoot, I can kind of play through like Whirlwind and a monster, because you have to have 2 normal summable monsters, basically, like 2 good ones, like 2 Shuras or like a Bora Shura, 2 Boras. And even then, we'll be able, with the Trap Stun, we'll be able to like search a GB. I mean, yeah, it's debatable, right? Because if he summons like Shura and searches Kalut, it's a bit tough. But we also have 2 new cards with the Legacy, so we could rip like a Tiger or like something to out, maybe Book of Moon to out the Shura, and then go into Bestiary, kill the Whirlwind, and then we're kind of good. So I just don't want to set 2 here. I think I definitely could see a world where I set Torrential rather than Trap Stun, honestly. And I think in game I didn't even think about it too much. I think I just snaps at these cards. So yeah, that's kind of maybe my bad, to be honest. But I think if I didn't have the Dust Shoot, I think I'd set like Legacy Torrential. That makes sense. But yeah, so we see it here. Let's show both. So we see his hand is pretty, I mean, it's like not a bad hand, but not great either. Obviously send back his Shuri here, just so we can summon our dude and get through. Oh, I remember this game now. I probably should have picked a different replay. This replay is a bit a bit fucked up. Anyway, we'll fast forward here. Maybe I'll just go like next play. So he sets 4, and we should have end phase Legacy, just in case he like chains his legacies to mine. Like, obviously it's very unlikely that he'll do that, but just in case. And now we just have like the absolute Storm. He chains 1, we wait, he chains 2, and then we just Trap Stun. Yeah. I kind of forgot this happened this game, and I tried to... I guess I can show another replay maybe, but I thought this was like a good Blackwing game. Good game against Blackwings to like show, but I mean, this is just a complete fucking blowout. We're setting both here, because we know he has Sirocco, so if you draw a Storm here, whatever, doesn't matter. And he scoops, so that was a good, good game 1. And let's go to game 2. I can't remember what happens in game 2. Okay, I think this game's good. I could be wrong. Matches against Blackwings are very grindy, and I kind of like them. So, okay, here, I think what you find is, not what you'll find, but like what I find playing this deck is that I've kind of started conserving my cards a lot more, and I'm just kind of waiting for the right moment to strike, essentially, because like, obviously here we can go for a play, but we have no defense, so there's no real point. Like, for example, we could go Heavy Storm. The thing is, one of them is probably a Legacy, so it's just Heavy Storm's a 1-for-1, which is like not the best value in this matchup, obviously. But anyway, we could go Heavy Storm, we could summon a quest, Smashing Ground, and then attack, and then get Ready Banish his Shura. But I mean, like, we're completely open to any Blackwing there. If we don't Ready his thing, if we make like a Quarry, then Blizzard just ruins us. So, I mean, it doesn't ruin us, but like, it's pretty bad. So I think I'm just gonna, what I end up doing, I think here, is just passing. We're also bluffing Gauze, I suppose, by passing. I don't want to set Typhoon because I want to potentially Heavy Storm. Like, if he summons a monster and really goes in, then I'm going to need to Heavy Storm him. So I just rather keep my Typhoon in hand. It's basically my thought process. And he just passes, of course. He doesn't have to do anything. Here we rip Ready, and now we decide to make a play because we can hold a GB and a Test Tiger in our hand, which is really nice. So this is what we do. We smash. We just summon Ready because we figure one of these is Legacy, and there it's spoiler alert. And if the other one's D-Prison, if we get prisoned here, it really doesn't matter. We assume it can be Bottomless a lot of the time. It could be Icarus. It could be a second Legacy. So I think Heavy Storming is just not correct here. We get it through, what do you know? And now here we go for Hoplomous because, I mean, it walls a little bit. And this is one of the situations where Hoplomous isn't too bad. Yeah, it walls against like Sirocco. Against Blizzard, we're not taking any damage. Unless he can make Armling, but we're taking less damage than we would. Actually, that's not true. But yeah, I guess if he like made, if we got Laquari in attack and he made Goyo, you know, it'd be a bit more. He probably wouldn't take out Laquari, so whatever. Anyway, that being said, I think I just summoned Hoplomus here. I probably should have gone Laquari, but I also thought this could be bottomless, so I just didn't want to summon it into bottomless. He Legacies here, draws 1 and draws a turn. Summons Sirocco. Bam. Unfortunately, we don't have Deep Prison. I set Typhoon to play around Whirlwind. Yeah, what I said about Storm still applies, but I think I just need to set Typhoon here just in case of Whirlwind, because it really sucks. So we type in a new one. Set Icarus. It's not bad. We have Solemn. We decide we just have to go for this here. We're kind of at like the end of the rope in terms of waiting wise. So we Storm. It was the bottomless, which we suspected it might be. Smashing Ground, and then we go this. Bada bing, bada boom. Into Murmelo. If he has Gauze here, we just lose. And he does not. So here we could, in theory... No, actually. I was thinking about Ready Aring just to not lose to Dark Armed, but if we Ready Aried, we'd have to like Solemn Judgment a Kalute, which would just suck ass. So yeah, I just decided to hop quest into Hoplomus and just hope to Solemn Judgment his normal summon and just pray to the Lords. But we get Stormed and we get rolled. I don't think we scooped just yet, but we end up losing. So I'm pretty sure. But we can see what happens here. Yeah. I take the damage, set traps on. Do I lose this game? Pretty sure I lose this game. Yeah. I almost come back, I think. Set. He doesn't summon, which is pretty good for us. Whirlwind, whatever. Shenanigans. I think here you can probably make Brio and just like... Oh, fuck, what am I doing? Oh, yeah, he doesn't synchro, which is weird. But if you made Brio bounce my thingo, it'd be bad. Unfortunately, there's Kalute into my thingo. Puts me on 100. And then I think we get Bestiary. We just figure, like, if he has a monster, we're fucking dead anyway, so we may as well just kill a Whirlwind, I suppose, for future turns. And, yeah, he has Thingamajiggen. So we are dead. Alright, that's game 2. Pretty rough there. Our hand was not amazing, if we're being real about it. Okay, so here we have some interesting choices here. I think I could definitely just set Hop, set Trap Stun. That's like a very reasonable play. The only thing that would be annoying there, I mean, there's actually a few things that would be annoying there. I guess Whirlwind plus Monster is really bad, and also just Sure Kalute is bad because you can just swing and then Kalute kill my thing, summon the dude. So there are quite a few scenarios where that's bad. That's more of like I guess a greedy play, I suppose. But I think set Hoplomus, set Bottomless is pretty standard. This is kind of a situation where Hoplomus is actually pretty good because a lot of the times turn 1 on GB is like, your turn 1's actually pretty bad going first. Because usually you're just like setting, I mean, not really, you're setting back row, but like usually you're not summoning a monster because, unless you have Chariot, there's certain situations obviously where you do, but like it's usually just set pass. So having Hoplomus to set here and getting a GB on board, while it's also kind of like immune to certain things, is really nice. So, like if you have Laquari here, I can just get Typhoon and summon Sirocco attack, right? But like Hoplomus, saves you from that. Pretty easy decision to bottomless here, I think. Just as I mentioned, Kalute's really bad, so kind of have to. If it was a Bora, maybe I would leave it, but it's debatable. Anyway, he sets 1. I think I just so I just say if you have Torrential, just so be it, basically, is my theory here. We're not attacking with both. I'm not flipping this because it could be Mirror Force, and that would be devastating as well. So don't want to lose to Torrential and Mirror Force. That's a bit too risky, I think. We get Laquari here. We don't Bestiary is a consideration, but like we don't want to get it bottomless realistically, and also it's probably like a Legacy or something. So it turned to be Icarus, so it would have been nice here, but is what it is. We have to keep Bestiary in deck for Prisma as well. So yeah, set Trap Stun. I think I should have set Prison as well. Looking back on it for sure. Yeah, I don't really know why I didn't. I just got a bit scared of like Legacy into Heavy Storm, I suppose. But it is what it is. Then you'd have to have like Legacy Heavy Storm plus a play. It's like a bit, it is what it is. Because here, like, I'm a bit boned. He tries to Icarus immediately, which is interesting. I don't necessarily know if I agree with it. I think you should just probably make like, you probably should just swing the Laquari, right? And then bait up my back row potentially and Icarus the other two. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, we trap stun. But the Gale half that dude, so we still die, and then he gets a thing. He gets Kalute, which is interesting. Like, I guess it kind of makes sense because then I can't swing over it with like Rediari or like that's basically it. It's a bit weird, I'll be honest. I think Vaya's much better here, and he attacks, which is a mistake as well, I think. I mean, look, it could be not Hoblimus, but, you know, whatever. We think for a little bit, get a mill and just kill this dude. He sets one, and passes, so I think at this point we go for the Prisma play. We just assume, like, if it's Icarus or Bottomless, we don't really mind too much. Like, I guess Bottomless is kind of annoying because he just Bottomless is our thing, and then we have Murmilo versus Kalute. But like, yeah, we just have to go for it. It really there's not too many like annoying things. I guess like Starroid's really bad, but it is what it is. So we go for this because we have the GB in hand as well, so we have a bit of a follow-up play. He Icaruses, which is fine, and we just decided to set both here. I really need to Prisoner Monster summons, and I also don't want to lose to Whirlwind, so I just kind of say if you have Dark Armed here, just like I'll scoop. Thankfully he does not, so that's good. Synchros makes this thing. I don't think he attacks. No, good play from him. We end phase Dust because, yeah, we just can't really afford to get. Oh no, we don't end phase Dust. I tell a lie. Yeah, I think I didn't Dust an area because I didn't need. I don't have a play to make next turn until I draw a Test Tiger, of course. But other than that, yeah, I don't have a play to make. So, yeah, I don't see a reason to Dust an air. Until we draw Test Tiger. And yeah, you can argue if he should have Icarus on Resolution of the Prisma, or if he should have just done it before I dumped Bestiary. It's definitely debatable. Like in this situation, if I didn't have Bestiary in Grave, I'd be kind of boned. I just have to pass for next turn. So yeah, we Geyserus. I think the game's kind of over from here, to be honest. Like, you know, we get these dudes, we make this, summon this, fucking make Heraclinus, whatever. So you go. I mean, we have Prison, so we can't even lose to, like, something Kalute. He's got that. Bada bing, bada boom. We make Rediari here, banish Vayu, so there's another play, and then we have Prison, it's just like GG. He lures, and then Scoops. Okay, so that's the first replay. That was a bit more of a meme match than I thought it was, to be honest. I thought it was like a more of a grind game, but that is okay. I will show you a grind game. Here, let's pull up, and you can see this. Like, this is just insane. This is I played Dream Frogs one game here and just and then went back to GBs immediately. And this is playing the Iatus list. So the Test Tiger list is just fucking like unbelievable. It's a obviously short sample size, so like I don't want to say too much. But all right, let's open up this replay. This replay is like ridiculous. I think it's such a good showcase of what GBs can do, I think. So yeah. So we lose the RPS, you hate to see it. Let's go to the match. Alright, so our hand is pretty good. So, I think I make a mistake here. I can obviously Prisma Test Tiger. Kill his thing, swing, you know, Bob's your uncle. I should have done that in hindsight, and even in real time, I was, you know, it's just the obvious play, isn't it? Like the only thing it's really not that great against is things like Dupe Frog. But even then, it's still fine. I just thought I would hold my Test Tiger in my hand so that I have like a comeback follow-up play with this. If I use both of these right now, then my hand is like a little bit weak to like just a monster that can kill my guys. Although that being said, I do have like a legacy, so I draw two new cards next turn. But yeah, I think all things being equal, I think I should have just summoned Prisma and Test Tiger, but I get punished, and he mills bad. So you know, love that for me. We set legacy just in case of Lila. We obviously know it's Lightsworn. He mills 3. Mills pretty average again as well, so I'm realizing like I got pretty lucky with the mills this first game, but don't you worry, the mills will get a lot worse for me shortly. He actually attacks, which I think is really good, and then he uses Lara's effect, which is debatable because like It could be, I could have like a trap stun or like a chariot set, so fair enough. And sets one. So, we draw Storm, and we just decide to Storm because we think, look, it's probably a beckoning, so we would prefer he just beckonings now, and then we have like absolute information to play off. It could be a Mirror Force, Torrential, whatever. So, and like we just figured that this Storm is not going to get much value against Lightsworns. Like, let's be real, especially this kind of Lightsworn deck with, yeah, I mean like beckonings and shit. So, yeah, I just Storm, and it's fucking Threatening Roar, which is really annoying. I mean, that's like the worst case scenario for me because obviously we had a Hoplomys test target into Secutor. We can get Darius, Laquari, Rediari, and then just make Herc and set Chariot, and the game is like almost over there because we have fucking Test Target Prisma in hand to keep going. So yeah, the game's pretty much done there, but it's Threatening War, which is worst case. So anyway, we just set Chariot and fucking pass, and then he has Arcus, which is also a really bad case because we can't Test Target Prisma anymore, kill his cards because can't target. And if he has Honest, we are dead in the water. So we're in a bit of a pickle here. I don't know why I just went really high pitched there. We do have Chariot for Honest, which I didn't remember. But yeah, I think I just decide to go for it here in terms of a Secutor play. I put Darius back in deck because we need to put Darius in deck. We could lose the Bottomless, but it is what it is. We just have to go for it. Yeah, we need Darius in deck for the Prisma target play next turn. So we swing. It goes through. Love that. We can't Rediari any of his cards, which is really annoying because of Arcus. You can't even target in the graveyard, which is something. So we make Bestiari. We decide to pop that just so it's beckoning. We can get out of the way right now. Unfortunately, he has a second JD in hand, so he gets 2 JDs. And yeah, that's pretty much over. So he basically has game on board here. Because you can go JD below, I will Chariot, of course, and then he just goes summon JD, make Catasta, JD attack Honest, and then Catasta direct for game. But he drew a Jane, so he can do it either way. And we lose. So that's that. Kind of got blown out there by a mistake from myself, so realistically we probably should have won that game. I just fucked it up, as I do sometimes, it happens. But, you gotta take the good with the bad. So, I keep Trap Stuns in versus this deck because I think that Threatening Roar is really frustrating and Beckoning Light can be really annoying as well. I think I started out 1 or something. Going first, I think I started out all 3 going second. So, anyway, I set 2. I just figure, look, if you've got Heavy Storm, my bad, just not my day. I also figured like he has to have Heavy Storm plus like a Jane or like a way to out my Laquari. If I just get stormed here, it's like not terrible. And I think, look, in hindsight, maybe I could not set this trap stun. I was just thinking like if he summons, yeah, I guess he summons Lila, I can just bottomless it. I was just thinking like if he sets Threatening Roar and like a Raikou or something, I really need to get my attacks off. But in hindsight, like I don't really like. It's not like I can get in a quest and add something back or like make a Herc or whatever. So I think honestly, I probably shouldn't have set the trap stun. If I'm being real, I think the bottomless is enough. Anyway, starts off with a recharge. Mill's pretty bad again, which is unlucky. But he has Storm, so that sucks. And another recharge. So yeah, Mill's Wolf. And at this point, I'm like, wow. How do I... yeah, I'm a bit salty here, I'm not gonna lie. A bit tilted. I'm like, how do I ever win this game? But you'll see. You'll see. So he sets 3. Now I'm like, I'm mega fucked here. There's just no way I can ever come back from this. And I should have lost actually here. So anyway, we'll see what happens. So I swing. He says it's okay. Then I book a moon in Battle Step. I tell him this, and he tries to Mirror Force, which is not a legal play. So that's good. He's mad at me for playing GBs. Fair enough. Even though he's playing Lightsworn, very skillful deck. Lol. Yeah, I get to kill Mirror Force, which is pretty helpful. And then what happens here? He beckonings. So I just hope he has like he can't get JD live at the moment, which is really nice. If he could, I would be fucking doomed. Obviously, I set both Deep Prisons here because I just figured that I want to play around Dust Tornado or whatchamacallit, Typhoon, and I also thought like if he has a JD drop here, uh, say let's say I keep a deep prison in hand, right? If he drops JD, I'm just lost regardless, because I have no way to test Tiger or anything. So I suppose I could rip Cat. It's a 1 in 33 chance, but I just figured like I'm just setting both fucking things here. He decides to discard. Yeah, he makes some questionable plays here now that I think about it. I mean, he could have just cold waved, and I would have been cold wave chain beckoning. I'm like dead to rights. So anyway, I guess the way I won is that he sucks, and yeah, which is kind of funny because he said I have zero skill. So yeah, he doesn't even agree end phase, so we just double D prison here. The more yeah, and we rip Sam Knight. So let's go. We go into Geyserus. We know his hand is JD and Aaron. We go Geyserus because we can't actually make Bestiari. Oh, we could have. We could have gone tag Bestiari. I mean, I just figured I want a Bestiari Geyserus main phase 1, and then go into. Actually, can't. I want a Ready Arium for sure. I think I actually fuck up here as well. So I'm talking shit about this guy's play, but I play really bad. So fair enough. I make Laquari and hopefully missing defense because I figured about Aaron's effect, which is pretty standard. I just figure like I want big stat guys and like he could if I make 2 Laquari. Oh, I've got Laquari and Grab I think, but I thought like if I get a quest, add Laquari. That's probably what I should have done, but he could ram the error and it gets him to another Lights one in bin. I guess Darius into Laquari as a player as well, but I decided to do this like an absolute scrub. He of course punishes me. And we're in a bit of a sticky spot again. He mills a third Lights one. We print another GB, which is really nice. And if he has honest, we lose here, but thankfully he didn't draw it. So we go bada bing, bada boom, and we make Ready Ari. And I think that's it, because we want to just keep this on... No, we make a quest. Because we figure if he has Jane, then we can ram the Laquari. The only other thing here would be like if he somehow finds a wolf on board, which would be annoying because it's 21. But other than that, we're actually pretty fine here. So this happens. He has Lumen Necro, which is really annoying. And again, I think I'm just like absolutely lost dead to rights here. He makes wolf. I don't know why he wouldn't summon... Oh, that's the only option, my bad. Mills, Arcus, Celestia. So he's playing 3 Celestia, which is kind of crazy, and didn't side it out, which is insane, going second versus GBs. But anyway, he's got 3 Light Swans and a Necrogunner. So we don't summon here because we decide we need to hold this Laquari to try to draw a Test Tiger. If we summon Laquari here, one of our things will get Necroed probably. And then what do we actually do? Like, we kill Lumina, he goes to 4 GBs. He should Necro my Ready Ari. Actually, it actually doesn't matter. Whichever he Necros, I can't Ready Ari him. So he'll have 4 names for lights, for JD regardless. So I actually just can't summon Laquari here. Which is kind of interesting because it seems like the obvious play to kill the Lumina. But he only has an Arcus as a target in bin anyways. So we set Legacy and we just pray to the Lords basically. What does he do here? He goes to battle. Yeah, I guess goes battle phase swing. I don't know. What did he draw? He drew Recharge, so he decided not to discard Recharge for Arcus. Maybe it's fair enough. I actually don't know. Sets Recharge, which is terrible, but interesting. Mills another Wolf. Cringe. We end phase do this in case this is Decree, obviously, and we draw Mirror Force. So we're kind of hanging in there, really. And we set Secutor just because we want to have it on board for if we draw Bestiari, and it's useless in our hand anyway, so whatever. Pretty useless in our hand. So we Mirror Force, and then he recharges. He now has 4 targets for JD. We also set Secutor because we wanted to bait him into dropping JD here, and then paying. Because then we would have added outs in our deck. We would have Smashing Grounds in our deck to kill the JD. So that was kind of the thought process behind setting Secutor here. Sets a monster. We draw Bottomless. And we're like, well, that's probably a Raikou, so we're just going to swing that. He has to mill. He does. Obviously kills our Secutor. And again, we just don't set Laquari because there's just no need. Like, again, my Ready Ari's gone. He's got well past 4 names at this point. There's just no card I can really get that would help me here. So I save Ready Ari. And then I kind of realized, like, if he wants to drop JD, he has to kill me this turn because he's got 4 cards in deck. So he drops JD, pays a K, and I just decide not to bottomless here because I'm like, what can he actually have to kill me? His Foolish is gone, so he can't Foolish Wolf. I start like counting the cards that he would have in his deck, and it seems like there's like an Honest left, which is dead at this point, or not relevant. There's like a Charge of the Light Brigade, which is also not relevant. Unless, yeah, it's pretty irrelevant because it's probably in deck. There'd be like a Gold Sark, maybe. There might be a Threatening Roar. There might be a Lila. I was really like, there's only really one thing I'm scared about, which is Chaos Sork. And, you know, if he has it, it is what it is. So I don't play the bottomless. And I'll let him know that. And, yeah, he decks out, which is an interesting move. So there we go. And there was 3 Raikos, so we were right there. So somehow we managed to clinch that game, which just, you know, partly was from him playing poorly, but also partly, I think, was some... Yeah, I don't think I played like amazing, but I think I made some interesting moves that kind of kept me in it. We drew well towards the end of the game, and then, yeah, anyway. So, yeah, bit of an interesting one there, I think, just like, you know, had some cool stuff. Gold sucks for JD. I actually can't remember if I don't think I saw Hamster in his entire deck last game, so he probably started out going second and put it in for going first, which is very fair. So I just didn't expect this to be a Hamster, and yeah, we get fucking owned here. So at this point, I'm like, I probably lose the game, to be honest. If that was a Raikou, like, it'd be so free for us, but yeah. And just this back row is really annoying. Like, he keeps seeing back row, and I'm just like, fuck, man, like, I would just so much rather he had no back row. I could just play my cards, but it is what it is. So we're taking a bunch of damage here, which is not great. We search Cat, and you're not gonna believe what he mills. You know, if you had to pick 2 cards that I would not want him to mill, it would be Gardner and Wolf. And yeah, so we're like, oh, we're actually just fucked here. We thankfully rip Prisma, which is just actually it doesn't matter because we can't. No, sorry, yeah, we rip Prisma, which is really good because we yeah, we whatchamacallit, can do the Test Tiger play. So we send Bestie. Test Tiger, target Prisma. He again messes up here because you'll see shortly. He has Compulse set. So he could have just compulsed the Prisma when I target it with Test Tiger. It's not a cost to return to deck or anything. So that would have been a play for him. And he also could have just waited on res and then compulsed my Darius, and then my Bestiary would have died or shuffled back in the deck or whatever the fuck it is. But he doesn't chain to Darius, so I actually get my Bestiary out because that's how Darius works. If you like bottomless it, or in this case compulse it before the monster comes out, it actually summons still. It's still negated though, I think. So, and I'm pretty sure it's negated, but yeah. So let's go through because it doesn't need to Garter because I can't tag out. And I think he Garters this, which is depending on his hand, a bit of a mistake. No, it's fair enough actually. Now I look at his hand. So we Smashing Ground. This card is so sick, and we don't set Prison because we figure this is a Decree, very likely. So we don't want to get it Raikou or whatever as well. Quite a few reasons not to set Prison, to be honest. So he gets JD, which is annoying, but it's a bit far off getting live. Yep, pretty bad mills from there, fair enough. So he mills a Light one, but we're looking pretty doomed here. Like, you know, especially because we have Darius in hand. So this is one of the instances where I really, really need a second Darius because... Oh, I mean, not really though. Like, I guess if we didn't have Arcus, I would, because then I can go Cat into Sam Knight, Test Tiger, make Darius from deck, and then summon Bestie and Geyserus. But here I can't do that because my Darius is in my hand, which is pretty annoying. But yeah, anyway. So I think he sets another back row, which is just like criminal. Really annoying. But we rip Test Tiger because we're just too good. So we go for Geyserus play. Yeah, Test Tiger. If he has an out to it, we're just doomed, but we have to go for it. Darius into Bestie. Bada bing. Guys are 2 back row because we can't target the light swans, and we figure 1's Decree and 1 is hopefully beckoning. If it's raw, T-Raw, it's not that bad. It's bad, but it's not that bad. Anyway, we swing Arcus here because we have to go to Ready Ari, so we have to target a light swan bin. We go Ready Ari in defense. We don't want him to... See, okay, here's the thing. So, I was thinking I really don't want him to ram... I mean, but like, okay, so if he rams something in, he'll go to 4 names. However, if he does that, then we can obviously... we can tag, but it doesn't really matter. We don't have really anything to get off of our stuff. But the thing is, he would have to drop JD main phase 2, and if that's the case, then that's absolutely fine with us, because then he can blob our shit and we can just cat into Test Tiger and Sam Knight into Memilo and just win the game. So we figure it's pretty fine. I was contemplating getting fucking Hoplums here, but I think just Laquari is better. So yeah, straight up, I think Laquari is better here, because we can just deprison the wolf and then he can't do anything. Because he doesn't go to 4 names, and we can keep the Ready Ari in rotation, so we do that, and he sets, Decree. And Decree is interesting against GBs, and he just scoops. So, that was a really interesting match to watch. Watch back, I think I made some errors, and I think he made a lot of errors. But yeah, I just thought it was kind of cool. There was like so many points during that game where I was like, that match where I was like, there's no fucking shot I can win ever, and we did. And then the last replay I've got for you, it's a bit of a long video. I'm just kind of bored, so I thought I would make this. Yeah, this is a really funny game, and it's a bit of a meme, but I thought I'd include it anyway. It just kind of shows you what this deck can do, I suppose. We're versing 6 Samurais, so... Yeah, I mean, thankfully he didn't have Grandmaster, or we would be pretty boned. But he has a pretty good start, you know. It's not bad. Star Road, like, what am I supposed to do here, you know? Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna set 3. I just set Proving Ground to try to bait MST or whatever, rather than I don't want it to hit. Oh, it's mainly Trap Stun I don't want him to hit. I don't really give a shit about Chariot. Chariot's like dog shit in this matchup. Anyway, he draws Iados. That's right. He has Road, so he's not scared of anything. He does some damage to me. That is pretty rough, you know, taking 66, sorry. But, we draw Chariot, which is bad. But, here's where things get pretty interesting. So we Trap Stun. And I mean, we just have the most broken hand in the game. So, we, Prisma, you know the play. Darius, whatever. Kind of, whatever, fuck it up here, but it's fine. What do we target here? We target Iados and, I guess, United. We realize at this point that we can actually just kill his entire board, which we... Sorry, I just heard a noise. We can just kill his entire board, which I did not think we could do, beforehand. So, here we go. Wait, did we kill his entire board? Or am I... We do, right? Milo... How do we kill his entire board? Am I... Oh yeah, because we got 2. Yeah. Sorry. I'm faded. I just thought Ready Ari. So there's nothing else we can get that does anything. So, and then we go Test Target to Bestiari pop, and back to Kaiser's pop, and yeah, crazy, pretty fucking insane. So there you go. He's like, nice man. Yeah. So. He again has a pretty good start. And now that I'm looking at this, I mean, he really should have won this game, if we're being honest. It's debatable. But, well, yeah, spoiler alert, I win this game. You're not going to believe what happens. You're not going to believe it. So, I set 5 because I want him to Yaichi. I actually don't even know what I want him to Yaichi. I'm really not sure. I'm kind of at this point hoping he doesn't Yaichi my D-Prison, because I need to deprison the Iados, and then he can maybe he'll swing this into my Hoplima, so I can get... I guess I can get like... I can get Laquari, but then I'll lose the bottom. I guess I have Trap Stun, so yeah, probably get Laquari. That's probably what I... Yeah, I think so. So Yaichi's hits my deprison, which I think is bad, and it is. Let's not beat around the bush. but he does not attack for an unknown reason. I'm actually not sure why. He's got Road down. Like, of course I have Trap Stun and stuff, but if he attacks that Mirror Force, he roads. I can't Trap Stun because then my Mirror Force gets turned off. So I have no idea why the heck he did not attack, but let's say he did, I would take a bunch of damage. Oh, not a bunch. I would just take, because the RT can't attack. So I just take the 20 whatever, and then 21 direct. And then I have Prisma. I'd have to like summon Prisma, TT. He would road. I'd Judgment. And then he'd add back Grandmaster. Then next turn he'd summon hand. I'd Bottomless. It'd be a grind for sure. However, that's not what happens. So, yeah, we Trap Stun. He Geki breaks. We have Judgment. Thank God. Thank the Lord. We just decided to Trap Stun to play around shit like double Bottomless or like Bottomless. I guess can chain Compulse. I probably should have held Trap Stun if I'm being real, but you know, it is what it is. It would have been the same case anyway. Like it would have been like if I held Trap Stun, I would have summoned Prisma. Oh, that's not true. He probably would have Geki Breaked immediately. Actually, yeah. Because I was gonna say he'd hold Geki Break for Geyserus because he'd want to robe my Geyserus, but then I suppose if I could just pick the one Iados to pop with Geyserus if I was trying to play around Starlight Road. Anyway, that's off topic. But yeah, we Judgment. You know, man, this shit is so ridiculous. Pop his shit. He's at a Trap Stun, so he can't do anything. Pop his 2 back row. What? It doesn't matter here. Swing past Grandmaster. Yeah, we tag into Aquarian Darius. Darius heads back. Bestie, we just pop his shit again. I mean, this is probably one of the funniest matches I've played. This is fucking insane. So, yeah. If he attacked, it would have been a much harder game. But also he kind of won the 20%er by hitting my prison, I think, as well. I probably would have preferred him to hit anything else but prison, assuming he attacked. Obviously, it was great because he didn't attack, but yeah. So that's a few replays for you. Yeah. Let me know what you think of the deck if you like GBs. If not, I'll probably have some live gameplay going on soon. And thanks for watching, and see you till next time.